texts coming in already on 81333. Let's take a look at this one. It's Dave at the allotment. Allotment Dave. It's Dave at the allotment.
Good morning, it's Sunday the 9th and it's still very, very sunny. It's been sunny all week, so who would have thought of it? There's plenty, hello girl. There's plenty to crack on with, lots of sun, plenty of weeding to do, like, so that's what I'll be doing today. First though, as always, it's cuppa time and the garden radio programme. So, crack on. Right, I've got some, I was given some more tomato plants off someone, so I'm going to put it in this grow bag here. Now the method I usually use is, see, when you first get a grow bag, it's compact and flat. You want to lift it up on its side and just break it up, get it all nice and soft, and then fold it over about 4 inches. If you leave it all flat, it's too thin, the roots, like, it's too compact for the roots to get into. So that's the best way. And what I do now, I get new pots with no bottom on. I've given them a wash because I used them last year for my tomatoes, and tomatoes, the dirty plants, you know, they leave diseases. So you've got to make sure you clean everything. So it's two like that. Get these scissors. Just cut round. Like that. Sink it in, break it up a bit, the soil inside. Do the same again for this one. It's easier with a knife, like, but I can't find it, so that'll do. Stick it in a bit, open the soil up. I know it says on the grow bag, you can grow 3 or 4 tomato plants in one, but I would never do that. Like, there's not enough, like, nutrients for the plants, so it's best to stick to 2 to each one. Compost. And get the plant. That's about right. Fill up round the edges. boiling in here. So that's that there. Made a hole for the tomato to go in. Just sink it in. I'm going to also sink a hole in the middle. That's for your water. So once again, feed in the top, water in the bottom. You never ever let your grow bag dry out, because once it's dried out, that's it. Knackered. Anyway, got another little tip here. Marigolds. It's good to keep some marigolds in your greenhouse next to your tomato plants, because they keep away whitefly and stuff. So the best way of doing it is, because there's plenty of room in there for the tomato plant, so I'll stick a couple of marigold seeds in there as well. Just two. And then give it a little fill. Then I'll crack on with the other one. Well, it's on days like these when you forget that we've had a late spring, and it's nice to just sit and enjoy nice peacefulness for a change. It's not just the plants that like the sun, you know. Enjoy. Should I have my shorts on? Right. Come here. Come on. She's sitting in the shade there. Could sit there all day, but the show must go on. Now I've been hoeing around the onions and that, but I don't know if you can see because it's sunny for a change. There's a few of the weeds that gets a little bit too close to the onions. Now you don't want to go too close. You don't want to hit the onion at all with your hoe. So the only way to do it is by getting in amongst them with your hands. Take them out one by one. It's a bit of a chore like, but it's got to be done. So at least it's a nice day for it. Look at that, my shadow. Don't really see that. Okay, I'll crack on with all of this. I'm going to go in between the peas and the broad beans. The beetroot needs thinning out as well, so it'll take us about an hour, I should imagine. So, like I say, I'll crack on. Well, it's 7 o'clock now. The sun's still blazing. It's been a lovely day today. Before I start the tour, I'll just show you this clematis there, or clematis. It's a lovely, as you can see, it's got hundreds of flowers on there, and it's an excellent climber. And I was watching Rick Van Man's video where he had made a little bit of a pergola type thing out of bamboo, and I think, Rick, if you're watching, I would suggest getting some of that because it grows pretty quick, and it's a really good climber and it looks nice. Anyway, back on with the tour. The wildlife area is looking wild, so there's the comfrey, fully flowered and about 5 foot tall now. The cherry tree has had its June drop, and now there's only a few left, but the ones that are left will turn nice and big. Them flowers, the irises, they're getting, it's the first time I've ever seen them have like four flags on, so that'll be nice to see. The garlic doing the same. I was watching another video, Ian Knockton's video, and he was talking about purple. Mine's doing the same, so I presume that's just normal, but it's doing okay. What I keep forgetting to show you is these. I was given a few of these. These are blackcurrant bushes, and the variety is actually Ribena. They're picking up, like, so they should be okay. Look. Strawberries are starting to come on. Still a load of flowers on, like. Oh, there's a, yeah. Strawberries. I'll have to get some straw around them, keep the slugs off. Cabbages doing okay, and the pelote beans, they're doing okay, but they're turning a bit yellow. I know this camera makes everything look yellow, but it's because of the sun. The runner beans along there, they've picked up after they're getting eaten by the birds, so they'll be alright. I've weeded around the broad beans. Like I say, they've got loads of flowers on, and they're not even a foot, well, just over a foot tall, some of them now, but they should be much bigger than that. This past week though, it's been quite nice, so I think everything's finally caught up and things should start growing normally now. My beetroot thinned out. See, that's the reason why it's so thinly, so when you do have to thin them out, you're not pulling up hundreds, you're just pulling up like 1 or 2 at a time, you know. Saves your seeds, and it's better that way. Now them snowball turnips I put in didn't come to anything, so I've put a row of radishes in there. The what do you call it? Parsnips are just coming up. Surprised, like, they usually takes longer than that. That's the Provence peas. They're actually starting to climb now, so it'll not be long before I get the net up on there. And then my ambassador ones didn't work very well, so I've put another row down there. Onions. See ya. Ta-ra. A couple of the neighbours there leaving. The onions are doing okay. I've weeded all the way around them, so give them a good chance. Sweet corn doesn't seem to be getting any bigger than it was when I put in, so don't think I'm going to get any sweet corn this year. I was looking at one of my videos, well, from around about exactly the same time last year, and the sweet corn then was about 4 foot and was pollinating. Almost had, it was nearly ready to sort of start flowering, start getting corn on. So it just shows you. But everything else, mind you, my potatoes last year weren't as good as what they are this year. I've finally give them ones the final earthing up, the first, second row, and these ones were a bit smaller, so these have got that second earthing up, and the main crop has all had the first earthing ups. But like I say, the video last year, my potatoes weren't that big, but my sweet corn was much bigger. The cabbages and that were about the same, so like I say, everything's caught up. My carrots under here, I've took that fleece off now because let's see how it goes. The row that I sowed along there didn't come to anything, so I've put some more in. But this row seems to be the best out of the lot, like. I can't remember what sort they were. Whoops. My leeks are getting bigger. The challenge carrot is getting bigger too. Sorry about that. This is that giant fern. That's the first year it's grew, but they do get to about, say, 4 or 5 foot tall in like a good year. The potatoes, and these have had the final earthing up with grass and compost and a little bit cow manure. Same with these ones, these have had another final earthing up. So just let nature do its thing now. There's nothing more I can do. The comfrey, like I say, the rest of the tatties, they've had the first earthing up now. Main crop, Morris Piper. What else? Nothing much happening in this greenhouse now. There's the cucumbers that I got off Joe, the seeds that I got off Joe 2 weeks ago. I sowed them. I've had to put them into this little bit bigger pot because they're coming on strong. So are these marigolds. I brought that the other challenge carrot into the greenhouse. See if it makes any difference. That seems to be the only one that survived. So see what happens there. Now, I've been busy with the chrysanthemums. I just like me tab there, sorry. Haha. I've made this frame put a wire all the way along so I can tie these bamboos to the to it, and that keeps them solid. And these will stay out here until it starts flowering now, which is about probably the end of August, because these are autumn chrysanthemums, but they're doing well. What you do is, this one I can show you, there's three breaks on there, 1, 2, 3, so I concentrate on them. If any other suckers or cuttings start coming off, then they'll come off. Same with that one. But I'm pleased with them this year, they've done well. There's Annie, 7 o'clock, she'll be wanting a dinner. Are you hungry, girl? Eh? Are you hungry? I know, it'll not be long. Potatoes in the tyres, they'll have another final earthing up, but they're doing well. These strawberries, they're not very big, like, but it's the first year I've tried it, so I've had a bit of a tidy up round here. Nice to sit in the sun here, it's a nice little secluded spot. Got me umbrella up there. There's the marigolds I've put out, and that's another rose bush. My sunflower is getting bigger. Now I found this. This is a cherry. It was growing amongst the other weeds in the cherry tree, way around the cherry tree. So I've dug it out. I've planted it in there to try and make a bonsai cherry tree. See how it goes. And beetroot in the modules are doing okay. I've had a bit of a tidy up round here as well. I can get round things now. These chrysanthemum cuttings, these will have to go into another pot soon, and then go outside. That's the tomatoes I put on. Them potatoes are coming up. I didn't think they were going to so quickly. So that'll be the potatoes there. And I seen this, and I don't know what it is. If anybody's got any idea, I don't want to pull it up in case it's something. I thought it was a carrot at first, but I'm not sure. It's got like a little flower on the top. It's probably just a weed. These tomatoes, the bush ones, they've got the first set of tomatoes on now. So is that one. So is the cherry ones. Now this potato here, that's just starting to get the flowers on. So I think next week I'll tip it out. These tomatoes are starting to get loads of flowers on now. Hopefully they'll start tumbling like they're supposed to. My grapes are still coming. But another thing about Rick Van Man's, his grapes are doing fantastic. So he must be doing something right there. They're about 4 or 5 weeks ahead of me. But what you could do as well with your pergola is, why don't you use a grape cutting and grow grape up there, and that'll make a nice shelter. Even if you don't get any grapes off it, it'll still make a shady area for you to sit. There's oi, move out, watch out. Well, that's about it for the day. Thanks for watching. thanks for subscribing and all that. It's been a nice one. It's a bit cooler now, like, but that's nice. So I think I'll go home, have a couple of beers, edit this video, and then see how it goes from there. Cheers now, catch you later.